කාලයත් සමග නවමාවත් සොයමින් විවිධ පරිවර්තන හරහා ඉදිරියට ගමන් කරයි. එම පරිවර්තන මාවත
Good morning, Venerable Mahasangha, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and pleasure that we warmly welcome you all to the first International Conference on Mental Health, Education and Social Harmony, Mhesh'26. On behalf of the organizing committee, it is my great honor and privilege to extend a warm and respectful welcome to all distinguished guests, keynote speakers, special guests, academic leaders, presenters, participants, and invitees gathered here today. First and foremost, it is my great honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to the Vice Chancellor of Eurasian Campus, Sri Lanka, the Most Venerable Dr. Daltara Gnanananda. We are also deeply honored to welcome our special guest, Venerable Dr. Batuwatte Saranankara Nayaka Thero, Chief Judiciary Monk, Malaysia, and Chief Incumbent of Lanka Rama Buddhist Temple, Malaysia. Dr. W.D. Navoda, Registrar of the Eurasian Campus. Mr. A.K.B. Silva, Bursar of the Eurasian Campus. And also a very warm welcome is extended to the conference advisor, Senior Professor Dr. Jnanadasa Pereira, Senior Professor, University of Sri Jayawardenepura and Director, Mental Health Campus, Sri Lanka. We are also honored to welcome our keynote speakers, Dr. Aruna Shantha Walpola, Head, Department of Philosophy and Psychology, University of Sri Jayawardenepura, Sri Lanka. Dr. Engineer Mumin Jafar, Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Computer Science, Nile University of Science and Technology, Mogadishu. Dr. J. Venkatachalam, Professor and Head, Retired, Periyar University, Salem, India. Dr. Sulaiman, Rector, Raden Vijay State Buddhist College, Central Java, Indonesia. Associate Professor Tasani, Lecturer, Department of Education and Society, Rajamangala University of Technology, Thailand. A special welcome is also extended to the Dr. A. Ravindu Priyankar, Lecturer, Department of Buddhist Studies, Faculty of Arts, University of Colombo, Conference Chair, and Mr. Danushka Veerasinghe, Conference Secretary. We also extend our sincere welcome to all faculty deans, head of departments, academics, researchers, presenters, participants, member of the organizing committee, invited guests, and well-wishers present here today. Ladies and gentlemen, before proceeding further, we shall now engage in the observance of SIL, seeking blessing for success of this international conference and for the well-being of all present. May I respectfully invite Venerable Dehipe Chandavimala, Head, Department of Buddhist Studies, Eurasian Campus, to kindly lead the observance of SIL.
පන්සිල් සමාදන් වෙන්නට පන්සිල් සමාදන් වෙන්න নমස්කාරය කියමු. බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒ ුතියං පි බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒ ුතියං පි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒ ුතියං පි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယං පි බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယං පි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယං පි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි පාණාතිපාතා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි အදින්නාදානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි ကာමීසු මිච්ඡාචාරා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි มุสาวาดา වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි สุราเมรย මජ්ජපමා දට්ඨානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි.
Thank you, Venerable Sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, the auspicious commencement of today's conference will now be marked by the traditional lighting of the oil lamp, symbolizing wisdom, enlightenment, blessings, harmony, and the successful beginning of this important academic gathering. May I respectfully invite the following distinguished invitees to come forward and grace this occasion by lighting the ceremonial oil lamp. The Most Venerable Dr. Daltara Jnanananda Thero, Vice Chancellor, Eurasian Campus, Sri Lanka. Senior Professor Dr. Jnanadasa Pereira, Conference Advisor. Venerable Dr. Batuwatte Saranankara Nayaka Thero, Special Guest. Senior Lecturer Dr. A. Ravindra Priyanka, Conference Chair. Dr. Aruna Shanta Valpala, Keynote Speaker. Mr. Dhanushka Veerasinghe, Conference Secretary, and other distinguished guests invited by the organizing committee. May I kindly request everyone to remain standing until the lighting ceremony is completed. Now I will come to the head table. Vice Chancellor Thero, Arunashantha Valpala, Dr. Arunashantha Valpala, Professor Jnanadasa Pereira, Dr. Ravindu Priyanka, and Mr. Danushka Veerasinghe. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now listen to the University Anthem, which reflects the vision, values, and academic spirit of our campus. May I kindly request everyone to rise and remain standing for the Eurasian Campus Anthem. This international conference brings together scholars, academics, researchers, professionals, and participants from around the world to explore important issues related to mental health, education, social harmony, well-being, leadership, and technology. It provides a valuable platform for sharing knowledge, exchanging research insights, fostering collaboration, and promoting interdisciplinary dialogue toward building a healthier, more educated, and socially harmonious society. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now proceed to the welcome address. It is my honor to invite to the conference chair of the first International Conference on Mental Health, Education and Social Harmony, Mhesh' 2026, Senior Lecturer, Dr. A. Ravindu Priyankar, Senior Lecturer, Department of Buddhist Studies, Faculty of Arts, University of Colombo, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, Most Venerable Founding Vice Chancellor, Dr. Deltara Jnanananda Thero, and the other members of Mahasangha, Conference Advisor, Senior Professor Jnanadasa Pereira, and keynote speaker, Dr. Arunashanta Walpola, and Conference Secretary, Mr. Dhanushka Veerasinghe, Registrar, other deans of the faculties, and other staff of the Eurasian campus, and the paper presenters, and ladies and gentlemen. It is, you know that our conference, this is the first conference that we are organizing under the mental health. So it is an honor and privilege to welcome you to the International Conference on Mental Health, Education and Social Harmony 2026, where we are aiming to advance mind and empower society under the theme Advancing Minds, Empowering Society. The main objective of this conference is to provide a platform for scholars, researchers, educators, practitioners, and professionals from various disciplines and cultural background to discuss and share their ideas on one of the most presenting issues of our time. Social harmony, mental health, and education are closely related aspects of human development that require not only collaborative thinking and innovative research, but also a common desire to develop greater sense of social well-being among them. Therefore, I am deeply honored to extend a special welcome to our chief guest, Venerable Dr. Bhutavatte Saranankara Thero, Chief Incumbent of the Lankarama Buddhist Temple, Malaysia, and our keynote speaker, Dr. Arunashanta Walpola, Senior Lecturer, Department of Psychology, Philosophy and Psychology, University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, and other keynote speakers who are joined online, Dr. Engineer Miyum Jafar, and also Dr. Johandan Pandetkar, and Dr. Suleiman, and the Associate Professor Dr. Tasani. Those are the keynote speakers of this conference. They also warmly welcome for this conference. I further extend my sincere welcome to all researchers, academics, professionals, and participants who have joined us from Sri Lanka and also abroad. Your participation makes this conference a truly international forum of scholarly dialogues and collaboration. On behalf of the organizing committee, I thank you all for being with us today and wish you all a fruitful and inspiring conference experience. Especially my thanks go to Mr. Dhanushka Veerasinghe, Conference Secretary, who play a major role in this conference, that I know that his role is very much important. He did everything with the consultation of our Vice Chancellor and the administrative staff. Therefore, my special thanks to Mr. Dhanushka as well. Thank you very much. Have a fruitful day.
Thank you, Dr. Ravindu Priyanka, for your inspiring and insightful welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to invite the conference advisor, Senior Professor Dr. Jnanadasa Pereira, Senior Professor, University of Sri Jayawardenepura, and Director, Mental Health Campus, Sri Lanka, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. International Conference on Mental Health, Education and Social Harmony. Message from the advisor. First of all, I would like to thank the Vice Chancellor of Eurasian Campus, Venerable Jnanananda Thero, with Mahasangha and Eurasian Campus staff members, all scholars. On behalf of everyone in the field of psychology, education and health, I would like to thank the Eurasian Campus for organizing such a conference for the first time in Sri Lanka. First, I would like to question from you about happiness. Are you happy? Your life? Yes, no? However, by 2026, Sri Lanka will show a happiness measurement of 134 according to the ranking assessment about our country. According to the 2026 report, Finland has been reported as a country with the happiest people in the world for several years. So, I see this conference as an opportunity to share international knowledge in the field of mental health and to develop a space to gain knowledge about global mental health. Pain management, stress management, exploration of the meaning of life. Meaning of life, very important subject. Skills development and mental health management are very important for the development of mental health. I believe that this workshop will bring you great results in expanding your intelligence and understanding of above themes. Finally, as the advisor of this international conference presented by Eurasian Campus, I would like to congratulate you for this. Thank you very much. Mama සිංහලෙනුත් පුංචි අදහසක් ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න කැමතියි. මෙම සම්මේලනය පිළිබඳව මොකද අපේ ළමයි දෙගොල්ලක්ම ඉන්නවා. මම ඇත්තටම මුලින්ම ගිවිසුම් ප්‍රකාරව වැඩ කළා ප්‍රජා සෞඛ්‍ය පදනම කියලා ආයතනයක් එක්ක ડોક્ટર කීර්තිසිංහ එතුමා ඇමරිකාවේ මයින්ඩ් බොඩි රිලීෆ් සෙන්ටර් එකේ සභාපතිවරයා ලංකාවට එන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා මයෙන් ඉවත් වුණා අපේ ආයතනය සම්බන්ධ නැතුව ගියා. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ඥානানন্দ ස්වාමින් වහන්සේ එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙලා මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය පදනම වැඩ කළා. උපාධි පශ්චාත් උපාධි අපි සාර්ථකව කරන් යනවා. ඇත්තටම විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක් කියන්නේ දැනුම බෙදා දීම, ඒ වගේම පර්යේක්ෂණ සිදු කිරීම, ඒ වගේම ගෝලීය දැනුම් සම්භාරය ව්‍යාප්ත කිරීම. මේ කටයුත්ත රාජ්‍ය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක්ද පුද්ගලික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක්ද කියන එක නෙමෙයි අදාළ වෙන්නේ. අද මොකද හුඟක් පුද්ගලික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට ඇඟිලි දික් කරගත්ත ගමන් ඉන්නවා. අද මේ කතා කරන සම්මේලනයේ මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය හා මානසික යහපැවැත්ම. මෙතෙන්දී ලංකාවේ පළවෙනි වතාවට අපි සමාජ සේවා දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව සෞඛ්‍ය අමාත්‍යාංශය එක්ව ජාතික නියාමනයක් පටන් ගත්තා. මම බොහොම සන්තෝෂයෙන් අද මේ සභාවේ ප්‍රකාශ කරන අපේ යුරේසියන් උපකුලපති ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ මම සම්බන්ධ කළා ඒ ජාතික කමිටුවට. මේ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ මංගල රැස්වීමටත් පැමිණියා. ඉතින් මේක තමයි රජයේ නියාමනය. උපදේශක දැන් ඔබ දන්නවා මම කියන්න ඕනේ හතු පිපෙනා වගේ හොර සංවිධාන ලයිසන් දෙනවා හැම දෙයක්ම කරනවා. ඉතින් මේ විදිහට මිනිස්සු රවට්ටන්න නැතුව යම් මට්ටමක ගුණාත්මක භාවයකින් අද පුද්ගලික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක් යනවා නම් යුරේසියන් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට කැම්පස් එකට අපි ආඩම්බර වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි මට විශේෂයෙන්ම මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ මේ ස්වාමින් වහන්සේ මේ රටේ විශාල දුප්පත් දරුවන් වෙනුවෙන් වැඩ කොටසක් කරනවා. ඒකට අපි අනුග්‍රහය දැක්වුව එකත් මහාචාර්යවරයෙක් වශයෙන් මෙම කටයුතු වලට සම්බන්ධ වීමත් තමයි සිද්ධ කළේ. ඒතකොට හැම කටයුත්තකදීම අපි යුරේසියන් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට උදව් කිරීමට පැහැදී සිටිනවා කියන එක මේ ගෞරව අවස්ථාවේ විශේෂයෙන්ම ජාත්‍යන්තර සම්මේලන අවස්ථාවේ මා සඳහන් කරන්න කැමතියි. බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
Thank you, Professor, for your valuable remark and guidance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply honored to have with us the most venerable Dr. Daltara Gnanananda, Vice Chancellor of Eurasian Campus Sri Lanka, whose visionary leadership continues to inspire academic excellence in institutional development. May I now respectfully invite most venerable Dr. Daltara Gnanananda to deliver the Vice Chancellor's remark.
Good morning, distinguished keynote speakers, respected academics, researchers, professionals, invited guests, students, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and a warm welcome to you all. It is both an honor and a privilege to address this distinguished gathering at the International Conference on Mental Health, Education and Social Harmony, IS Mhesh'26. On behalf of the Eurasian campus, I extend my sincere gratitude to all participants, keynote speakers, partner universities, researchers, and organizing committee members who have contributed to making this international conference a reality. Today we gather at a time when the world is facing unprecedented social, educational, and psychological challenges. The rapid pace of technological advancement, global uncertainty, social transformations, and emerging mental health concerns remind us that sustainable development cannot be achieved through economic growth alone. It must be accompanied by mental well-being, quality education, and social harmony. The theme of this conference, advancing mental well-being, sustainable education, and social harmony for a better future. highlights three fundamental pillars of human development. First, mental health is no longer merely a personal concern but a global public priority. Healthy minds contribute to productive societies, peaceful communities, and resilient nations. Second, education remains the most powerful tool for transforming individuals and societies. Quality education equips people with knowledge, skills, values, and critical thinking necessary to address contemporary challenges. Third, social harmony serves as the foundation for peaceful coexistence in an increasingly diverse world. Mutual respect, inclusiveness, compassion, and intercultural understanding are essential for sustainable progress. This conference provides an invaluable platform for scholars, practitioners, policymakers, educators, psychologists, and social scientists to exchange ideas, present research findings, and explore innovative solutions to these pressing global issues. I am particularly pleased that IS Mesh 2026 brings together participants and institutional representatives from several countries, reflecting the growing importance of international academic collaboration. Such partnerships strengthen research networks, encourage cultural understanding, and create opportunities for collective advancement of knowledge. As a university committed to humanity and education, Eurasian campus strongly believes that higher education institutions have a responsibility beyond academic instructions. Universities must serve as catalysts for social transformation, promote evidence-based research, and contribute meaningfully to the well-being of communities. Therefore, this conference is not merely an academic event. It is a platform for dialogue, innovation, collaboration, and positive social impact. I encourage all participants to actively engage in discussions, share your expertise, build professional networks, and explore future collaborative opportunities. The ideas generated during this conference have the potential to influence policies, improve professional practices, and contribute to a more compassionate and sustainable world. Before concluding, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to our partner universities, keynote speakers, presenters, reviewers, sponsors, organizing committees, and advisors, and also the volunteers and all participants whose dedication and commitment have made this conference possible. May this conference inspire meaningful discussions, productive collaboration, and impactful research outcome. I wish you all a successful, enriching, and memorable IC Mesh 2026. Thank you so much. ඔබ හැම දිනාටම බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
Thank you, Venerable Dr. Daltara Nyanananda, Vice Chancellor of the Eurasian Campus, for your inspiring remarks and valuable guidance. So, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now move to the keynote addresses of today's conference. Our first keynote address is on the theme Mental Health and Global Well-being. We are pleased to introduce our first keynote speaker, Dr. Arunashantha Walpola. Dr. Arunashantha Walpola is a respected academic and senior lecturer attached to the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, Sri Lanka. He currently serves as a head of the Department of the Philosophy and Psychology at the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura. His academic profile reflects a strong commitment to the fields of psychology, philosophy, counseling, and human well-being. Dr. Walpola has made valuable contribution to university education through teaching, research, academic guidance, and student support activities. As an academic, his work highlights the importance of integrating intellectual development with moral, emotional, and psychological well-being. His contribution further strengthens the understanding that education should not only develop knowledge but also promote compassion, resilience, social awareness, and mental balance among individuals and communities. Therefore, it is with great honor and respect that we introduce Dr. Aruna Shantha Walpola as a distinguished keynote speaker of the first International Conference on Mental Health, Education and Social Harmony, Mhesh' 2026. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to invite Dr. Aruna Shantha Walpola, Head Department of Philosophy and Psychology, University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, Sri Lanka, to deliver the first keynote address.
සුබෝදෑසනක් වේවා සියලුම දෙනාට යුරේසියානු සරසවියේ උපකුලපති ආචාර්ය දැල්තර ඥානානන්ද ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ ප්‍රමුඛ ගෞරවනීය මහා සංඝරත්නයේ අවසරයි ඒ වගේම මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය සම්බන්ධයෙන් යුරේසියානු සරසවිය මෙහෙවනු ලබන අන්තර්ජාතික සම්මන්ත්‍රණයේ අද දින ප්‍රධාන උපදේශක වශයෙන් කටයුතු කරන ශ්‍රී ජයවර්ධනපුර විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ දර්ශනය හා මනෝවිද්‍යා අධ්‍යනාංශයේ ජ්‍යෙෂ්ඨ මහාචාර්ය ඥානදාස පෙරේරා මැතිතුමන් ඒ වගේම කොළඹ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ජ්‍යෙෂ්ඨ කතිකාචාර්ය ආචාර්ය රවින්දු ප්‍රියන්ත මැතිතුමන් ඇතුළු සම්භාවනීය සභාවෙන් අවසරයි මට පැවරලා තියෙන අතරම national speaker විදිහට well-being mental health and well-being පිළිබඳව ඒ කියන්නේ මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය සහ මානසික යහපැවැත්ම පිළිබඳව මූලික වශයෙන් පුංචි පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් කරන්න මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මගේ දේශනය තුළ ඊටාම කෙටි වෙලාවක් මට ලැබිලා තියෙන්නේ මොකක්ද මේ මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය මොකක්ද ඒ වගේම මානසික යහපැවැත්ම ආරක්ෂා කර ගැනීමට අපි මොන වගේ දේවල් කළ යුතුද කියන කාරණාව පිළිබඳව පුංචි අදහස් ටිකක් ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න. මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය කියලා කිව්වහම අපි දන්නවා ශාරීරික සෞඛ්‍ය තරම්ම ඊටාම වැදගත් වෙනවා. මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය. ශරීරය මනස කෙරෙහිත් මනස ශරීරය කෙරෙහිත් බලපානවා. අපි ෆිලොසොෆි වල කතා කරනවා අන්‍යෝන්‍ය කාරකවාදය කියලා එකක්. ශරීරය මනස කෙරෙහිත් මනස ශරීරය කෙරෙහිත් බලපානවා. මනස යම් ආකාරයක දුර්වල වුණොත් ඒ ශාරීරික සෞඛ්‍යයට බලපානවා වගේම ශාරීරික සෞඛ්‍ය යම් ආකාරයකට දුර්වල වුවහොත් ඒ මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය කෙරෙහිත් බලපානවා කියන කාරණාව අපි තාම හොඳට දන්නවා. ඒ නිසා අද මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය ගැන ලෝකයේ අනිකුත් හැම කාලයකටම වඩා උනන්දු වෙනවා. කාල් සගාන් කියන ඉන්දියානු ජාතික මනෝවිද්‍යාඥයා කියනවා 21 වන සියවසේ ලෝකයේ වැඩිම ඉල්ලුම සහිත විෂය බවට පත්වන විෂය මනෝවිද්‍යාවයි කියලා. දැන් අපි ඉන්නේ 21 වන සියවසේ 3 වන දශකයේ. අද අපි දන්නවා මිනිස්සුන්ගේ සම්බන්ධතා තියෙන්නේ කොතනද? ඒ සම්බන්ධතා තියෙන හැම තැනක් එක්කම මනෝවිද්‍යාව බැඳිලා පවතිනවා. මොකද සයිකොලොජි කියලා කියන්නේම මිනිසුන්ගේ හැසිරීම් රටාවන්, human behavior, හැසිරීම් රටාවන් පිළිබඳව අධ්‍යයනය කරන විෂය. හැසිරීම් විවිධ විදිහට බලපානවා. අපි කන බොන හැටි, අඳින පළඳින හැටි, කතා බහ කරන හැටි, මේ ඔක්කොමත් එක්ක මනෝවිද්‍යාව සම්බන්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා එහෙම දියුණු වෙච්ච මනෝවිද්‍යාව, ඔබ දන්නවා සමහර අය හිතනවා මනෝවිද්‍යාව කියන්නේ මානසික රෝගීන්ට ප්‍රතිකාර කරන විෂය කියලා. ඒක මනෝවිද්‍යාව එක පැත්තක් විතරයි. මේ මෙන්ටල් ඉල්නස් ගැන කතා කරන්නේ එක පැත්තක් විතරයි. තව බොහෝ දේවල් මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය සම්බන්ධයෙන් තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසාද මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය පැති ගණනාවකින් අපිට සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා. ඒ හින්දා මේක විශේෂ වශයෙන් මේ විෂය දියුණු වෙලා සාමාන්‍ය මනෝවිද්‍යාව, අසාමාන්‍ය මනෝවිද්‍යාව, මානව චර්යාව පිළිබඳ මනෝවිද්‍යාව, මනෝවෛද්‍ය විද්‍යාව, ඒ වගේම මනෝවිද්‍යා උපදේශනය, සංවිධාන චර්යා පිළිබඳ මනෝවිද්‍යාව, පරිසර මනෝවිද්‍යාව, අධ්‍යාපන මනෝවිද්‍යාව, මේ වගේ මං හිතන්නේ විශාල විශේෂයන් ගණනාවක් ඔස්සේ මනෝවිද්‍යාව කියන විෂය අද වෙනකොට දියුණු තත්වයකට පත් වෙලා තියෙනවා. මේව කොහොමද ගෝලීයකරණයත් එක්ක බලපාන්නේ? දැන් මේ ගෝලීයකරණය කියන වචනය පිළිබඳවත් අපි පොඩ්ඩක් දැනගන්න ඕනේ. ගෝලීයකරණය කියලා කියන්නේ අද අපි කියනවා විශ්වයේ අල්ලක් තරමට කුඩා වෙලා. ඉස්සලා කිව්වා විශ්ව ගම්මාන සංකල්පය. දැන් විශ්වයේ අල්ලක් තරමට ජංගම දුරකථනයක් ගත්තාම මේක තමයි විශ්වය. අද මේකෙන් එක පැත්තකින් ගත්තාම අපිට ලෝකේ මේ මොහොතේ සිදුවන දේවල් ඔක්කොම දැනගන්න පුළුවන්. මං හිතන්නේ මේ අද දවසේ ෆිසිකලි ඉන්නේ කීප දෙනෙක් වුණත් යම් සංඛ්‍යාවක් වුණත් මේ වැඩසටහන පවා ඕනනම් ලෝකේ ඕනම කෙනෙකුට අන්තර්ජාලය ඔස්සේ, YouTube ඔස්සේ, ඒ වගේ සමාජ මාධ්‍ය ඔස්සේ දැනගැනීමේ හැකියාව තියෙනවා. ඒ තරමට sannivedanaya පුළුල් වෙලා. ගෝලීයකරණය කියලා කියන්නේම ලෝකේ පවත්න රටවල් අතර අපි ගත්තොත් ලෝකේ පවත්න රටවල් අතර මන සංකලනයක් තමයි ගෝලීයකරණය කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒක විවිධ විදිහට ජාත්‍යන්තර ආයෝජන, ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය, ජාත්‍යන්තර කළමනාකරණය, ප්‍රවාහනය, තාක්ෂණය, සෞඛ්‍ය, sannivedanaya කියන සියලුම අංශවල අනුකලනයක් හේවත් එකතු වීමක් තමයි අපි ගෝලීයකරණය විදිහට හඳුන්වන්නේ. මේ ඔක්කොමත් එක්ක මනෝවිද්‍යාවත් බද්ධ වෙලා පවතිනවා. ඒ නිසා තමයි මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය සහ ගෝලීය යහපැවැත්ම පිළිබඳව අද අන් කවදාටත් වඩා කතා කරන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ. අද අපි ඉන්නේ මං කලින් කිව්වා වගේ 21 වන සියවසේ 3 වන දශකයේ. මේක තාක්ෂණික විපර්යාසයක් වෙලා තියෙන කාලවකවානුවක්. මීට අවුරුදු 30කට 35කට කලින් 20 වන සියවසේ අගභාගයේ ඉන්නකොට මේ වගේ තාක්ෂණික දියුණුවක් ලෝකෙ තිබුණේ නැහැ. ඊටාම ලදරු අවධියක තාක්ෂණය තිබුණේ. මෙහෙම ස්මාර්ට් ෆෝන් මේ වගේ යුගයක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. අද නමුත් අපි දන්නවා කෘත්‍රිම බුද්ධිය මේ වගේ දේවල් හරහා මිනිස්සු විවිධ විදිහට දියුණු තත්වයටත් පත් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒකේ අගාධයටත් ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒ දෙපැත්තම අපි අවබෝධ කරගන්න ඕනේ. මිනිස්සු කාර්යබහුල වෙලා තියෙනවා. අපි කියනවා මේ ටෙක්නොලොජිකල් එහෙම නැත්නම් තාක්ෂණික ලෝකයේ තුල මිනිස්සු යම් ආකාරයක හති වැටිච්ච ගමනක තමයි අද නිරත වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. හැම දෙයක්ම කාර්යබහුල වීම තුළ. ඒ නිසා අපේ යහපැවැත්ම ආරක්ෂා කරගන්න මානසික සෞඛ්‍යය තාම වටිනවා. මොකක්ද යහපැවැත්ම කියලා කියන්නේ? යහපැවැත්ම කියන එක අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කියනවා සතුට, සැනසුම, සහනය පදනම් වෙලා ගොඩනැගුණු ජීවිතය තමයි යහපැවැත්ම කියලා කියන්නේ. සතුට. දැන් මම ඔබෙන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇහුවොත් ඔබ සතුටින්ද ඉන්නේ? ඔව් නේද? ඔබ සතුටින්ද ඉන්නේ? Are you happy? Yes we are happy කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ කියයි. ඇත්තටම අපි සතුටින්ද ඉන්නේ කියන එක පිළිබඳව අපිට හිතන්න ඕනි කාලවකවානුවක්. අපි දන්නවාද මේ යහපැවැත්ම සඳහා බලපාන සාධකවල ආර්ථික යහපැවැත්ම මිනිස්සු තමන්ගේ අවශ්‍ය දේවල් අවම ප්‍රමාණයෙන් හරි ඉෂ්ට කරගන්න ධනයක් නැති වුණොත් එහෙම මිනිස්සු ළඟ සතුට නැහැ. සමහර අය කියයි සල්ලි ඕනේ නැහැ ජීවත් වෙන්න කියලා. නමුත් අවශ්‍ය දේ අවම මට්ටමින් හරි ඉෂ්ට කරගන්න සතුට අවශ්‍යයි. ධනය අවශ්‍යයි. බුදුදහම තුල පවා අත්තිසුඛය කියලා හඳුන්වන්නේ ඒක. අපි ගරු උපකුලපති ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ මේ යුරේසියානු සරසවිය බිහි කරලා මං හිතන්නේ අපේ දුප්පතුන්ගේ සරසවිය කියන තේමාව යටතේ රාජ්‍ය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලවල අධ්‍යාපනය ලබන්න අපහසු වෙච්ච දරුවන්ට ඒ මානසික යහපැවැත්ම දෙන්න කටයුතු කරලා තියෙනවා අධ්‍යාපනය තුළින්. ඒක අපි ඉතාම අගය කරන කාර්යයක්. ඔබ බොහෝ අයට අද මේ සරසවියත් එක්ක බද්ධ වෙලා කටයුතු කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔබගේ ජීවිත සාර්ථක කරගන්න. මේ වහගෙන ඉන්න අයට වුණත් මං හිතන්නේ පෞද්ගලික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක් ලෙස පෞද්ගලික ආයතන සාමාන්‍යයෙන් වැඩියෙන්ම කරන්නේ ලාභ ලබන්න කටයුතු කරන එක. ඒක තමයි සාමාන්‍ය ස්වභාවය. නමුත් අපේ ගෞරවනීය උපකුලපති ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ සහ ඒ පාලක මණ්ඩල පාලක සභා එකතු වෙලා යම් ඔබෙන් මුදලක් ලබා ගැනීම සිදු කළත් ඊටාම හොඳ මට්ටමේ විධිමත් වැඩපිළිවෙලක් ඔස්සේ මේ වගේ ආයතනයක් සාර්ථක කරගන්න ලොකු කැපකිරීමක් කරනවා. ඒකත් අපේ මානසික යහපැවැත්මට ඊටාම හොඳ දෙයක්. අද මේ සරසවියත් එක්ක ලෝකයේ විවිධ රටවල් වල විශ්වවිද්‍යාල සම්බන්ධ වෙලා වැඩ කටයුතු කරනවා. විශේෂයෙන්ම නයිල් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය වගේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ඒ වගේම තවත් මං හිතන්නේ තායිලන්තයේ රාජමංගල විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය ඇතුළු විශාල විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ගණනාවක් ඒ සියල්ලම සම්බන්ධ වෙලා කටයුතු කරන්නේ අපේ රටේ දරුවන්ට අධ්‍යාපනය තුළින් යහපැවැත්මක් ඇති කරලා දෙන්න. මේ අධ්‍යාපන এডুকেෂන් වෙල්බීන් කියන එක අද ගොඩක් වැදගත් වන දෙයක්. මානසික සෞඛ්‍යවල මානසික රෝග විතරක් නෙමෙයි මම අර කිව්වා වගේ අපි කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක් අධ්‍යාපනය තුළින් සාර්ථකත්වයට පත් වෙනවා නම් ඒකත් යහපැවැත්මක්. ඊට අමතරව ගත්තහම මම හිතන්නේ පෞද්ගලික සරසවියක් විදිහට මේ වගේ පර්යේෂණ වැඩමුළු අපිට අහන්න හම්බ වෙන්නේ ඊටාම කලාතුරකින්. ඊටාම කලාතුරකින්. ඒ නිසා අපේ ගෞරවනීය ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ රාජ්‍ය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක අධ්‍යාපනය ලබලා ඒ වගේම ආචාර්යවරයෙක් විදිහට කටයුතු කරලා ඒ ලබාගත්තු පන්නරය මං හිතන්නේ මේ ආයතනය මෙහෙවන්න ලොකු ශක්තියක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. උන්වහන්සේ දැකලා තියෙනවා ලෝකයේ පිළිබඳව. උන්වහන්සේ ලෝකයේ ජාත්‍යන්තර සම්මන්ත්‍රණ වලට සහභාගී වෙලා මේ වගේ විවිධ පර්යේෂණ පත්‍රිකා ඉදිරිපත් කරමින් ඒ ලබාගත්තු පන්නරය යුරේසියානු සරසවියටත් ඒ වගේම අනිකුත් අපේ රටේ ප්‍රජාවටත් විදේශ රටවල අයටත් ඒවා ලබා දෙන්න කටයුතු කිරීම මම හිතන්නේ රාජ්‍ය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක ආචාර්යවරයෙක් වශයෙන් මා පෞද්ගලිකව දැඩි අගය කිරීමකට ලක් කරනවා. ඒ එක පැත්තක් এডুকেෂන් වෙල්බීන් ආර්ථික එහෙම නැත්නම් ඉකොනොමික් වෙල්බීන් এডুকেෂන් වෙල්බීන් මේ වගේ එක එක පැති. ඒ වගේම පෞලක සාර්ථකත්වය අපි දන්නවා අධ්‍යාපනය තුළ කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක් උසස් අධ්‍යාපන අවස්ථා ලබාගෙන ඒ තුලින් ජීවිතය සාර්ථක කරගත්තාම ඔවුන් සතු විවිධ කුසලතා නිර්මාණය වෙනවා. උපාධියක් කියලා කියන්නේ නිකම්ම නිකන් සහතිකයක් වෙන්න බෑ. හොඳ ක්‍රියේටිව් තින්කින් එකක්, නිර්මාණාත්මක චින්තනයක්, එහෙම නැත්නම් ක්‍රිටිකල් තින්කින් විචාරාත්මක චින්තනයක් කෙනෙක් තුළ නිර්මාණය වෙන්න ඕනි. ඒකට අවශ්‍ය තෝතැන්නක් තමයි මේ වගේ සම්මන්ත්‍රණ. ඒකෙන් අපිට පුළුවන් මානසික යහපැවැත්ම ඊටාම හොඳ මට්ටමක පවත්වාගෙන යන්න. නම් හම්බෙලා තියෙන්නේ පුංචි කාලයක්. ඒ නිසා මානසික සෞඛ්‍ය හැමෝගෙම මානසික සෞඛ්‍යවල පැති දෙකක් තියෙනවා. විශේෂයෙන්ම ඔබ දන්නවා නියුරෝසිස් ඇන්ඩ් සයිකෝසිස් කියලා අපි ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් කොටස් දෙකකට බෙදනවා. මානසික රෝග, සුළු මානසික රෝග, ප්‍රධාන මානසික රෝග. සුළු මානසික රෝග කියන ඒවා අපි හැමෝටම යම් යම් මට්ටම් වලට තියෙනවා. නමුත් මේවා නොසලකා හැරීම සිද්ධ කරන්න හොඳ නැහැ. සුළු මානසික රෝගී තත්වයන් තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒ දේවලුත් අවබෝධ කරගනිමින් ඒවා පාලනය කරගන්න කටයුතු කරන්න ඕනි. ඒ තුල ප්‍රධාන මානසික රෝග වළක්වා ගන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා. දැන් අපි දන්නවා ඊයේ රාත්‍රියේදී සාමාන්‍ය පෙළ ලියපු දරුවන්ගේ ප්‍රතිඵල අන්තර්ජාලයට මුදා හැරියා. අද වෙනකොට ගොඩාක් තැන්වල අපි දුරකථනවල පවා තියෙන රිසල්ට් සීට්ස් තමයි දකින්න හම්බ වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් සතුටු හිතෙන අය 9A's 8A's ගත්තු අය රිසල්ට් සීට් දානකොට තව ඈත පළාත් වල සමහර දරුවෝ ඉන්නවා විෂයන් 9ම අසමත් අය. සමහර අය ඉන්නවා සමහර විෂයන් අසමත් වෙලා අද සමහර අය ඉතා සතුටටපත් වෙනකොට සමහර අය ඉතාම දුකින්, සමහර දෙමාපියෝ ඉතාම දුකින් කටයුතු කරනවා. ඉතින් ජීවිතයේ ඔයගේ විවිධ අභියෝග තියෙනවා. මේ අභියෝග වලට නොසැලී මුහුණ දෙන්න අවශ්‍ය ශක්තිය ගොඩනගා ගන්න එක මනෝවිද්‍යාවෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක්, මඟ පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක්. ජීවිතයක් විභාගයක් වුණත් අපි දන්නවා කෙනෙක් වර එක අසමත් වුණොත් එයා ජීවිතයේ සදහටම අසමත් එක්කෙනෙක් නෙවෙයි. අපි දන්නවා ලෝකේ සාර්ථකත්වයට පත්වෙච්ච ඔක්කොම උපාධිධාරීන් නෙවෙයි, පශ්චාත් උපාධිධාරීන් නෙවෙයි. තමන්ගේ හැකියාවන් තුලින් තමයි සමහර පුද්ගලයෝ ලෝකේ ජයග්‍රහණය කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ ලෝකේ ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න මානසික ශක්තියින්, මානසික ධෛර්යයන් ඊ타ත්ම වැදගත් වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා ලොකු වෙලාවක් ගන්නෙ නැහැ. මේ වගේ සම්මන්ත්‍රණයකදී මට ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මම නැෂනල් ස්පීකර් විදිහටයි මේ කොන්ෆරන්ස් එකට සහභාගී වෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා විශේෂයෙන්ම අපේ රටේ දරුවන්ට ජීවිතේ ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න, නිර්මාණශීලීව හිතන්න, විචාරාත්මකව හිතන්න, අලුත් විදිහට ලෝකයේ දිහා දකින්න පුළුවන් වටපිටාවක් සකස් කරගන්න. එහෙම සකස් කරගත්තොත් ජීවිතය ඊටාම සාර්ථකව කළමනාකරණය කරගන්න හැකියාව ලැබෙනවා. එසේ හැකියාව ලැබේවායි කියලා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරමින් මගේ කෙටි දෙසම අවසන් කරනවා. බොහොමත්ම ස්තුතියි මෙම අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් සහ ආරාධනා කිරීම සම්බන්ධයෙන්. ඔබ සැමට හොඳ පරිශ්‍රකයන් බවට පත් වෙලා ජීවිත සාර්ථක කරගන්න හැකියාව ලැබේවා කියලා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා.
Thank you, sir, for your meaningful and insightful address. Now, I sincerely invite conference advisor, conference chair, and most respectful vice chancellor to come forward to present the token of appreciation to the keynote speaker. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, our second keynote address will focus on future of sustainable education. May I now invite Dr. Engineer Mamin Jafar, Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Computer Science, Nile University of Science and Technology, Mogadishu, to deliver the second keynote address.
Engineering and Computer Science at Nile University of Science and Technology. Today, I will be sharing thoughts on a topic that affects every nation, every institution, and of course, every learner, the future of sustainable education. More predominantly, I'll be focusing on preparing learners for a changing world. As one of our eminent predecessors, Nelson Mandela, said that education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. But the question before us is not whether education will change, but whether our education systems are ready for the future. Now, the reason to why this matters, or why this topic matters, is to understand the future of education, we must first understand the world our learners are entering. Today we live in a period of unprecedented change, things that we don't really think could be, but now they are happening. For example, we have AI. AI is transforming industries. Globalization is connecting societies more than ever before. Climate change is creating new environmental challenges. And also digital transformation is changing how we work, how we communicate and learn. Mental health concerns are also becoming increasingly significant. So at the same time, we find that job markets are evolving rapidly, with many future careers not even existing today. Therefore, we look at education can no longer focus only on memorization and examinations that traditionally we used to do. Instead, it must prepare learners to think critically, innovate creatively, as well as solve complex global challenges and continuously adapt throughout their lives. I would like to maybe quote one of the quotes from Mahatma Gandhi. He happened to have said that the future depends on what you do today. Therefore, the future of our societies and communities depends directly on the future of our education systems. Like our topic says, the future of sustainable education. What is this? What is sustainable education? Sustainable education, in simple terms, I would say, is an education system that not only provides knowledge, but also transforms lives and communities. It ensures quality learning opportunities for everyone, regardless of social or economic background. So it promotes lifelong learning, social equity, as well as responsible use of technology. Most importantly, it prepares learners to address future challenges. Therefore, we could say that sustainable education is built upon maybe three main parts. We could say the social sustainability would be the first. This one will basically focuses on inclusion, equality, and community well-being. Second, we could say economic sustainability, which appears or prepares students or learners for productive participation in the economy. And then lastly, we could also talk about the environmental sustainability, which develops awareness and responsibility toward our planet. Most cases, I always tell my learners, I always tell them that education is not preparation for life, but education is life itself. Education itself must reflect the sustainable future we wish to create. So the traditional classrooms is undergoing a major transformation. The future learning environment will not be limited by physical walls or boundaries. Instead, we are moving towards smart learning ecosystems. We are already witnessing the rise of learning models, virtual classrooms, AI-assisted instructions, global classrooms, of course, interactive digital resources. This is where we are going. The future learning environment will be characterized by maybe flexibility, accessibility, something like personalization and collaboration. Students will learn not only from teachers, but also through intelligent digital platforms, global networks, and interdisciplinary projects. Knowledge will become more accessible than ever before. So we say learning never exhausts the mind. Our responsibility is to create learning environments that inspire curiosity and, of course, lifelong learning. We all believe that technology, as a driver of sustainable education, it has done a great advantage. Technology is one of the most powerful drivers of educational transformation. Several emerging technologies are reshaping education. Things like artificial intelligence can, of course, personalize learning experiences according to individual student needs. We have virtual reality, which can, of course, create immersive education experiences. We have learning analytics. We have cloud computing, which allows, of course, access to educational resources from anywhere. We have, of course, mobile learning, which extends education beyond boundaries. So these technologies increase access, of course, provide engagement and enhance learning outcomes. However, there is an important reminder. Technology should enhance human learning, but not replacing human interaction. Teachers remain essential as mentors, guides, or even role models. The future of education lies in balancing technological innovation with human connection. We shall not only depend on the technological ways that are emerging, If we could embed the mental health and, of course, sustainable education, since this conference also, of course, focuses on mental health and social harmony, I believe that mental health to be attached or amalgamated with sustainable education is a special attention that we could put forth. Education should not only produce academically successful graduates, it should also develop healthy, resilient, and emotionally intelligent individuals. Students today face increasing pressures from academic demands, social expectations, and of course, digital environments. Therefore, sustainable education must include emotional resilience, psychological support systems, positive learning environments, and of course, strong social connections. So mental health or mental well-being and emotional intelligence, social harmony, and human dignity should be integrated into education systems. That's why I always believe that knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. When learners understand themselves, they become more capable of understanding and, of course, contributing positively to the society. Now, when this technology comes, or the future of sustainable education, it requires the community or the learners to have skills needed for the future. What skills will the future graduates need? Research consistently shows that success in the future workforce requires a combination of technical and human skills. The technical skills, we could say digital literacy, you should be knowing about technology; data literacy, how you could manage data; AI literacy, how you could maneuver here and there with AI tools; and as well, advanced problem-solving abilities. At the same time, human skills remain equally important. These include, like, of course, leadership skills, creativity skills, communication skills, maybe adaptability skills, and ethical decision-making skills. These are skills that a human should be having in support of these other technical skills that are emerging. So machines may process information faster, but human beings provide creativity, empathy, values, and of course, wisdom. Therefore, the formula that we could put in place for the future success could be technology skills plus human skills is equals sustainable success. Both dimensions simultaneously. When these technologies, am I audible enough? Am I audible?
Yes, now, okay, we can hear you.
Good. Oh, sorry. So we have challenges that, of course, will be coming up. The challenges that are facing sustainable education. While the vision is promising, of course, as we are saying it, and significant, we also believe that there are challenges that do remain. The first challenge is the digital divide. Millions of learners still lack reliable internet access and digital resources. The second challenge could be educational inequality. Quality education remains inaccessible to many communities around the world, whereby it is very hard to find technology or internet in some areas of the world. Part of it could be technological advancement often moves faster than the educational curricula. the level at which the technology is running vis-a-vis the educational curricula, they are not of the same phase. They are totally divided. The rate at which the technology is running and the educational curricula we are on is totally different. As a result, graduates sometimes turn the workforce with outdated skills, finally finding limitations to continue to restrict, of course, innovation and educational development. This leads us to a crucial question: that how do we ensure that no learner is left behind? So addressing these challenges requires collaboration among governments, universities, industries, development partners, and of course the communities as well. Now, what are the roles that, as I finalize, what are the roles as we universities we are supposed to do? Universities are not simply institutions that award degrees. They are knowledge creators. They are innovation hubs. They are community partners. And they are drivers of sustainable development. So to remain relevant, universities must embrace digital transformation, strengthen international partnerships, this vision strongly aligns with the mission and strategic direction of Nile University of Science and Technology. At Nile, we are committed to advancing quality education, research excellence, and of course, innovation at an international collaboration. As I conclude, allow me to emphasize several key messages. The future of education must be inclusive, digital, flexible, of course, innovative, and above all, human-centered. Education must prepare learners not only for employment, but also for responsible citizenship, lifelong learning, and as well, meaningful contribution to the society. So education is a movement from darkness to light. The future is not something we simply enter. The future is something we create. So by investing in sustainable education today, we empower future generations to build a more peaceful and prosperous, sustainable world. I would like to end here. Thank you so much for your attention, and of course, looking forward for any kind of contributions and discussions. Thank you so much. Back to you, the moderator.
Thank you, Dr. Jafar, for your valuable contribution and inspiring presentation. So, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now proceed to the third keynote address on the theme Social Harmony and Community Development. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. J. Venkatachalam, Professor and Head Retired, Periyar University, Salem, India, and speaker on psychology to deliver the keynote address.
Morning.
Yes, now your turn, Dr. Venkatachalam.
Yes, sir. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can on Zoom we can hear you, but we don't know what happened in the site. We must use two type of apps, YouTube
Okay.
and Zoom. So
Okay.
now is your turn, I think.
Yeah, now can I go ahead?
Yes, now your turn.
Yeah. Very good morning to all on the dais of the dais and dear participants. It's my immense pleasure to stand before you to deliver keynote address on the first international conference on the theme of mental health, education, and social harmony. And firstly, let me thank Vice Chancellor Jnananandan sir for giving me this opportunity to be one of the keynote address speaker for this conference. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, we can hear.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the theme of the conference is very, very apt to the present scenario, which is actually coinciding three aspects of the conference: mental health, education, and social harmony will go side by side. All are three are linked, are very much required at present scenario where we are undergoing a tremendous changes in all the sectors, not only in the education, not only in the technology, and also the social activities. And as per the WHO, where it says that the number of mental health people, the people who are having problems are going day by day. Like nearly 1 billion people live with mental disorders, and mostly the depression is affecting over 280 million people. And this is a growing psychological burden worldwide, which we can see. What we are undergoing a very spectrum of the universe. And especially the mental health among youth is affecting tremendously because of the changes in the technology. And I appreciate the earlier two speakers who have actually pointed out this problem of technologies, social media usage and all, which is affecting greatly the mental health condition of the adolescents, not only the adolescents, even the older generation also, which I can see in my place itself or in my family itself, where the mental health conditions are affecting a lot because of the available technology, because of the time that we spend on the social media, which is affecting our mental health in terms of the activeness and in terms of your time for resting and sleeping, and all these things are greatly affecting the mental health conditions. And especially the suicide tendencies among younger adolescents are increasing day by day because of lot of expectations, lot of demands, and which they are not able to reach those expectations, and thereby they are actually having a commitment towards going for a suicidal tendency. And where we as psychologists or a mental health professionals need to have an early intervention and support systems for these suicidal tendencies. And the root causes for the psychological stress is basically social fragmentation and isolation. Like we are all living in a society where we are actually isolated from the society. That means we are living individually and not with as a group, as a society. And individualization or a self is giving more importance. That is the reason why the stress is increasing day by day because of this, the isolation and social fragmentation. And the other aspect of the root cause for the psychological distress is economic inequality and discrimination. Economic inequality because the economic play a role in keeping ourselves strong and which will help our mental health status, and discrimination in the sense, the discrimination that we do in the society based on caste, creed, and other aspects are causing a lot of stress among people. And we are having disconnections about a society. The families, traditions are coming down. The what you say is day by day the selfishness is increasing, which is the one of the root cause for the psychological stress which we are all undergoing. I feel that it is across the globe, it is having the same problem. And the other aspects of the psychological distress is because of the emotional strain that we are taking, and because of the demands that increasing day by day in terms of education. So this is what is the increasing risk of mental health among adolescents. Then when coming to the education, which is academically the education, the changes in the education system, the earlier speaker has pointed out very nicely, where we have to focus on education which will have a say to the present scenario, coming out of the traditional ways of explaining things. That we have to change our mindset and we have to tune our mindset to the present scenario. And otherwise it is very, very difficult to cope the younger adolescents, to make them remain active in the form of the society. And the other aspect of social harmony and empathy. Now, the conflict begins in the human mind. What to do, where to go. Now, we are having a lot of the available resources, even to select or even to go for a lunch or a dinner, we have a lot of options. So where our the conflict begins there itself. Now when it starts, now your mind is working, your conflict is between which restaurant, which place we have to go, whether this or that. So there are a lot of options are available in the society, or because it is all available because of the changes in the technology. Now the inclusive society, the earlier speaker also mentioned about the inclusiveness. Yes, we have to emphasize on the inclusive and the cognitive empathy, which will enable the inclusive societies, which is the part of the mental health professionals like a psychologist. And as the policy recommendations, now when we have all these problems across the globe, the policy recommendations is the integrate the mental health into primary health care. Now, I see lot of research is going on and lot of issues are going on, and especially when I see the Indian condition, because of the population which we have here, the number of mental health professionals are very, very less, whereby causing very unforeseen problems, especially regarding the mental health among the younger generation. So we have to integrate the mental health into primary health care, and the government is actually actively involving and changing the scenario of mental health professionals. and they're actually actively emphasizing more into these things. And this year, actually, they have introduced a new system in psychology, giving importance for the psychology graduates for becoming a mental health professional, and including the emotional intelligence in the school curricula, especially as other speaker has mentioned, the curriculum should be changed according to the needs of the society. We can't just sit and go as per the old traditional ways. We have to change the curriculum according to the society, according to the needs of the society. Now, and the policy recommendation, which I can say that it is based on the research which I am seeing, allocate at least 5% of healthcare budget to psychological infrastructure where it can actually help to grow in society. Now, this is my brief presentation, and this is about the mental health, education, and social harmony. And again, I am thankful to the organizers for giving me this opportunity to deliver this keynote address. And lastly, I can say, to conclude, together we can build a compassionate and inclusive and harmonious world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Venkatachalam, for your meaningful and insightful address. So, ladies and gentlemen, our fourth keynote address is on the timely and significant theme, technology, mental health, and education. May I now invite Dr. Sulaiman, Rector, Raden Wijaya State Buddhist College, Central Java, Indonesia, to deliver the fourth keynote address.
Okay, thank you for the invitation at this very great moment. May I know with my okay, ayo bawan namo buddhaya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom and a very good morning to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest, distinguished leaders and representative of Eurasian campus, Bante Nyanananda, and respected members of the organizing committee and eminent scholars, university leaders and lecturers, researchers, students, and all distinguished participants. Again, it is a great honor and privilege for me to be here with you in this conference. First of all, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Eurasian campus, Sri Lanka, Sorry. Okay. For organizing this important international seminar and for providing us with a value academic platform to exchange idea, research finding, and practical experience concerning mental health education and social harmony. Okay, next. Before present my last research article for the institutional mindfulness for mental health. Actually, this research have done in 2025. Then I'm from Raden Wijaya State Buddhist College, a state Buddhist higher education institution under the Ministry of Religious Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. Then today I'm delighted to share an institutional practice that is very simple in form but potentially meaningful in its psychological, educational, social, and managerial consequences. Before I begin my presentation, may I invite everyone to participate in a very brief experience. If you feel comfortable, please sit in a relaxed position for just one moment. Let us pause and let us gently become aware of our breathing. Please take one slow and consistent breath. If you listen to the bells, you can breathing in and out for a moment.
Mohon perhatian kepada seluruh sivitas akademika Sekolah Tinggi Agama Buddha Negeri Raden Wijaya Wonogiri. Marilah kita hening sejenak untuk berlatih mindfulness. Semoga semua makhluk hidup berbahagia. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, that's what I don't know you hear or not in the on site that this one all the so sorry. So these 3 times bell in the institution mindfulness, we play it on 8, 11:30 and 3:30 p.m. in our university.
Mohon perhatian.
So with this instruction,
kepada seluruh
all
sivitas
the
akademika Sekolah Tinggi Agama
the
Buddha
staff and the
Negeri
academic
Raja
will
Wijaya
pause when
Wonogiri.
they hear
Marilah kita hening sejenak
this bell
untuk
for
berlatih
the calm
mindfulness.
and also breathing in. Yes, that's one. After that, this research objective, when we do this to promote the mental health promotion and also educational quality and also social harmony and reflective leadership in the university area. And the research design, when we take place this mindful bell for the institution. Why? Because this is with the data source for our institution staff and also lecturer, total in 89 lecturer and staff member. And we use this qualitative and quantitative data source. And for the result of the finding to this experimental design, what we have done in this program is the 63.6% strongly positive effect to our staff and consists of participants in 84.1% and overall perception score of this finding. And the most important of this finding for the qualitative one is the spiritual institutional, the balancing with the what we have done in our job every day, and also how we can reflective managerial awareness in terms of the university area. And also not to forget is about interfaith social connectedness. We also find that bond or form across the religious differentiate in our institution. And the mindfulness manager awareness model also, we are talking about four things, how we can reflect the governance of this institution and relational harmony and discerning clarity, intentional and present. Practical implication for institution, also we have 5 points here is mental health support and leadership development, inclusion, campus and culture, and also workplace climate, teaching and administrative area. For the conclusion of this research and the importance of this practice is mindfulness doesn't replace professional counseling or clinical, of course, but it is also not substitute for organization reform or structural change. Then the last one is effectiveness depend on inclusive implementation, leadership, and modeling, flexibility, and continuous evaluation. So the most important thing is awareness becomes socially meaningful when it is practiced together and translated into compassionate action. Why I think this is the most important to think of how the core value of mindfulness can influence in this area of education and for mental health for the academic workers or academic job in daily activities. I think that's all my presentation today, and you can read my all paper in the Journal of Buddhist anthropology. Thank you very much and good morning.
Thank you, Dr. Sulaiman, for your valuable thoughts and contribution. So, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now move to our fifth keynote address on the theme Leadership for Sustainable Societies. It is my honor to invite Associate Professor Tasani, Lecturer, Department of Education and Society, Rajamangala University of Technology, Thailand, to deliver the keynote address.
Can I talk now? Ida? So
Yes,
I can
you start
begin
now,
now.
Ajahn.
Okay. We are from.
Mic on.
Okay.
Marathon. Go ahead. Making marathon.
Okay, go ahead, Ajahn. We can hear you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. We from the IMGK ISIC Thailand. So I prepared to send you the education and society technique. Teaching. We are come from the Department of Education and Society. It's the international program. Institute of Science, Innovation and Culture, Rajamangala University of Technology, Krungthep, Thailand. Society. This is, I would like to tell you about the importance of education and society in Thailand. In Thailand, we have a national strategic framework. Cannot see. The national strategic framework is the 13 National Plan 2023 to 2027. Is the strategic plan for national development towards a sustainability society. UTK utilize human resources development through education and society teaching with the subject of sufficiency economy philosophy. What is a sufficiency economy philosophy? It is a global recognition. It's the philosophy of the King Bhumibol Ramanai. Is worldwide accepted and recognized by the United Nations, who gave him an award and persuade UN member to implement SEP in the developed public, private, and people organization, which in 3 levels of education offer the social efficiency economy. In the first one in PhD in education, the second MA in education, and graduate diploma education. Next, the one who want to teaching in teaching PhD in education. Who can apply this? Any applicant who have graduated at the master degree level in various settings can apply in various subjects and are interested in education for becoming teacher, academic researcher, or entrepreneur in a variety of organizations. English proficiency is needed. Capacity in English as required by the university or candidate must be trained in meet the required standard before commencing the program. The curriculum structure of a PhD is for 3 years. Total is 48 credit. Thesis 12 credit, subject 36 credit. Research program, a dedicated research program is also available, spanning 3 years for those pursuing an advanced research pathway. The sufficiency economy philosophy is the loyal philosophy of Thai King Bhumibol Ramanai. The philosophy of sufficiency economy is a developed framework centered on the middle path, pioneered by Thailand's late King Bhumibol Adulyadej. It championed resilience, moderation, and ethic decision-making to balance economic growth with environmental and social stability. The philosophy operates as a guiding principle for individual, community, and business, rather than a strict macroeconomic theory. It rests on 3 core pillars and 2 underlying conditions, that is, moderation, reasonableness, and self-immunity. For the moderation is living and acting within one means, avoiding excess in all aspects of life and work. Reasonableness means making decisions based on careful reasoning and awareness of causes and effects. For self-immunities, it means that building resilience and preparedness to witness, check, and unexpected change. More is a summary of SAP framework. Thai people will say that there are three circles and 2 conditions, which is based on the middle part. The SAP framework integrated 3 overlapping principles: moderation, reasonable, and self-immunity, supported by 2 essential conditions. That is knowledge condition and moral condition. For knowledge condition is prudence and carefulness, applying knowledge thoughtfully and responsibly in all decisions. Moral condition is composed of integrity, diligence, patience, and sharing, upholding ethical value as the foundation of action. Together, these principles lead to balance, stability, sustainability of the economy, society, environmental, and culture. Preparing our student. We are preparing our student by field visit. UTK engaged in meaningful experiential learning through community visit that brings the sufficiency economy philosophy to life. Khao Shangum at Khao Shangum, Ratchaburi. Student visit in Ratchaburi province to observe and engage with community practicing sustainable agriculture and SEP principle in a natural highlight setting. Another place is Ban Yai Gata. A visit to Ban Yai Gata offers students a first-hand look at traditional Thai life, local wisdom, and the practical application of sufficiency economy values. These field visits are an integral part of the education and society curriculum, connecting classroom theory with real community practice. We also strengthened educational partnership to support BA student teaching internship program, like this. This is how to ride a bicycle to squeeze the sugar cane water and make its ice cream. It's the local wisdom using the old bicycle one. So SCP in practice can be practiced in community and agriculture like sustainable farming, water management, and community cooperation. So SCP at the United Nations, the sufficiency economy philosophy has earned global recognition as a model for sustainable development. The United Nations honored King Bhumibol Adulyadej for his lifelong dedication to applying SCP principle in service of his people and the world. Okay. Right. This is the process or the step of using SEP in National Development Plan. The first one, the step one, is human capital development. This stage, investing in education and skill. Step two, restraint on economic competitiveness, innovation and digital economy. Step three, environmental sustainability, green growth, and climate resilience. Step four, social equity, that we reducing inequality and strengthening community. And five step, using the good governance, that is transparency and ethical leadership. Each pillar of national plan align with the core value of the sufficiency economy philosophy, ensuring that national progress is balanced, inclusive, and sustainable for all Thai citizens. So, using education and society teaching our academic program. So we put the SEP in a subject of ID program, like a PhD in education. Duration for 3 years, credit 48. Thesis 12 and subject 36. For master degree graduate seeking to become educator, researcher, or academic readers, research program also available. The second curriculum is MA in education that take you for 2 years. For bachelor graduates aiming to deepen their understanding of education theory, policy, and practice within a Thai and international context. And we also offer the third education for 1 year. It is graduate diploma in education. It's a focused professional qualification for practitioners seeking to formalize and enhance their educational expertise and teaching credentials. So why study education and society at UTK? The answer is this, because that is an international program, unique SEP curriculum, and research excellency that you will get. For the international program, courses are delivered in English within an internationally oriented curriculum, preparing graduates for career and in global education and development context. Unique HSP curriculum, sufficiency economy philosophy, is embedded throughout all programs, offering students a distinctive and globally recognized framework for ethical and sustainable development. Research excellency, strong emphasis on research methodology and academic inquiry, with dedicated research program available at the doctor level for aspiring scholar. And also community engagement. Field visits and community partners bring learning to life, connecting students directly with the community and real-world context. They will serve as a future educator. Our king Bhumibol Adulyadej said, sufficiency economy philosophy guides you towards a life of balance, resilience, and shared prosperity for individual, community, and nation alike. So we offer PhD in education, MA in education, and graduate diploma. Thank you so much. Okay. By Tasani Lakana Pichonsa. Thank you. Finished.
Thank you, Associated Professor Tasani, for your inspiring and valuable keynote address. So, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now proceed to the official launch of the International Conference on Mental Health, Education and Social Harmony 2026 Conference Abstract Book. This abstract book is a collection of the research abstracts and scholarly contributions presented at this conference. It reflects the dedication and academic efforts of our researchers and presenters. May I respectfully invite the distinguished dignitaries to come forward for the ceremonial launch of the abstract book. May I invite the conference chair, conference advisor, vice chancellor, keynote speakers, special guests, conference secretary, and other distinguished guests to kindly grace this occasion. Thank you. We sincerely appreciate your participation and support in making this conference successful. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the conclusion of this session, it is now my privilege to invite Mr. Dhanushka Veerasinghe, Conference Secretary of Mhesh' 2026, to deliver the word of thanks.
Good morning, and all the respect monks and distinguished guests. It is my great privilege and honor to deliver the word of thanks at the first international conference on mental health, education, and social harmony 2026. The first and foremost, we are deeply honored by the presence and the remarks of the Venerable Dr. Delthara Gnanananda Thero, Vice Chancellor of the Eurasian Campus, Sri Lanka. We sincerely thank you for your vision, leadership, and continuous encouragement in promoting academic excellence, research, culture, and social responsibility. And also, we are privileged to extend our sincere appreciation to Venerable Dr. Batuwatte Saranankara Nayaka Thero, Chief Judiciary Monk of Malaysia and Chief Incumbent of Lankarama Buddhist Temple, Malaysia, for honoring this occasion as a special guest and for sharing word of wisdom and encouragement. Our heartfelt thanks are extended to Senior Professor Dr. Gnanadasa Pereira, the conference advisor, for his insightful address, academic guidance, and continuous support in strengthening the intellectual foundation of this conference. Also, we respectfully extend our sincere appreciation to Senior Lecturer Dr. A. Ravindra Priyanka, the conference chair, for his valuable welcome address and for his leadership in guiding this conference towards success. A special note of gratitude is extended to all respected keynote speakers, along with Dr. Arunashanta Walpola, who shared their knowledge and expertise under the broad themes of mental health, education, social harmony, technology, leadership, and sustainable societies. We sincerely thank for their valuable contribution. And also, a special word of appreciation is also extended to all executive members of the Eurasian campus, together with the registrar of the Eurasian campus and the bursar of the Eurasian campus, for their continuous and guidance, administrative and support. Also, financial coordination and dedicated contribution towards the successful organization of the conference. A special word of thanks is also extended to all the deans of the Eurasian campus, together with Associate Professor Dr. Padmasiri Ranawakarachi and the Dr. Tarindu Rajatilaka for their valuable guidance, academic leadership, continuous support, and encouragement throughout the planning and successful this conference. And also, we extend our sincere appreciations to all abstract reviewers for their valuable time, academic expertise, and constructive evaluation, which greatly contributed to maintaining the quality and academic standard of the Mhesh' 2026. And also, our heartfelt thanks are also offered to all the academic and non-academic staff members of the Eurasian campus for their dedicated support, coordination, and commitment throughout the planning and successful execution of this conference. Finally, I thank all the participants, guests, and all the members for being part of this meaningful academic gathering. Your presence, cooperation, and active engagement have made Mhesh' 2026 a memorable and successful occasion. As we conclude this inaugural conference, we hope that the knowledge shared today will continue to inspire the research, collaboration, and meaningful action towards better world. Thank you very much, all the members.
Thank you very much. Before the conclusion, we could reconnect our special guest. So it is my honor to invite our distinguished special guest, Venerable Dr. Batuwatte Saranankara Nayaka Thero, Chief Judiciary Monk, Malaysia, and Chief Incumbent of Lankarama Buddhist Temple, Malaysia, to address the gathering.
Okay, I can hear. Andharu?
Yes,
Is it connecting problem, is it?
Can hear you, Bati.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, is it? Okay. Is it ready? Is it able to hear or not? Quite a lot of echo.
Ready?
Can you hear me now?
You can start.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm a bit late. Anyway, it's wonderful to see number of penalties. I think understand behind the panel and the discussion for the very interesting topic, mental health and education and social harmony. I think especially Buddhist point of view, I mean for the Imam Buddhist circle, always they referring to the mental health, and also sometimes people get inner peace. Most important in whole the teaching of the Buddha, whole concept of the Buddhist philosophy, actually looking into the very seriously their well-being for the mental well-being. There's a Buddhist point of view, we always looking for the few well-being in the we harmonize in society. First one is a physical well-being. Physical well-being to mental to be physical to be stronger, bones to be stronger. That's a looking for the each and every human being. The second one is mental well-being. Mental well-being is empathize much more contribution done by the Buddhist side. Time of the Buddha until today, the various practitioners, whether you Mahayana or Theravada or Vajrayana, so much empathize for the inner development, inner cultivation, inner purification, oneself mind, which is relevant, is most important, each and everybody practitioners. I mean, your case, being academic background, learning the theory is, of course, the knowledge is important. I mostly prepare the knowledge as well as for the self-cultivation, self-practices are quite very much important. Without the wisdom appearing or through practices, the realization appear into your own mind. That's why Buddhists always empathize self-development, cultivation and purification, oneself mind, a lean into the many ways we can get the enlightenment. Especially for that is required necessary as for the course we are empathize so much the education in the for the many as a university, as an academic center, and empathize for the many subjects as well as for the Buddhist studies as well. I'm so happy individually on organization to link into the various other Buddhist or universities and having dialogue as well as having exposure education and other area looking into the today modern the development in the society. I personally believe it, the right effort you're taking for the many ways to contribute for the to mankind is required. There's another well-being Buddha mentioned very particularly, socialization or being the socialite with the right good people, which is required for this spiritual practices, which is required for the gaining for the inner comfort, inner joy. When the right association, right people, Kalyana with the association, is very much important in the day-to-day life. As it just itself, when you're having the right, all those areas, physical well-being, mental well-being, social well-being, then eventually it's a great help for the highest, the spiritual well-being. That's another important point as well. Then I personally am happy to, even the very short period, to participate. For me to have a very much the paper rather than paper presentation. I mean, of course, your academic background, each and every one of you, you got so much the theory, so much philosophical knowledge. I'm so happy to hear each and every one here, even though I couldn't participate for the whole program. I realized, I think definitely through the program, you're much able to get a lot of knowledge and experience for the through those who are refined speakers. They giving the various lectures as well as for the today contribution. Anyway, my congratulations for each and every one of you to continue all those wonderful services towards mankind, which is greatest benefit towards oneself and towards others. I strongly believe it. Being a spiritual organization, being the educational organization, your role to the many ways to contribute towards mankind. I believe it, each and every one of you are taking the right effort to continue all those wonderful services towards mankind. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Venerable Dr. Batuwatte Saranankara Nayakathero, for your inspiring and meaningful address. Your presence and blessings have added value to this international conference. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the conclusion of the ceremonial session of the first international conference on mental health, education and social harmony, Mhesh' 2026. At this moment, we extend our sincere appreciation to all distinguished guests, keynote speakers, special guests, academic leaders, presenters, participants, and members of the organizing committee for making this occasion meaningful and successful. As the final ceremonial act, may I kindly request everyone to rise for the national anthem. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now kindly request all distinguished guests, keynote speakers, special guests, organizers, and participants to gather near the stage for the group photograph. Thank you very much. We wish you all a productive and inspiring conference experience. Thank you once again.